How you doing, gardeners? Ed with Fresh Picked Acres. Hey, last year I had this idea that I didn't get enough, well, I just didn't get enough dirt on my potatoes. Had a lot of green potatoes. I knew something needed to be done. I was using a tiller and hoeing it up. Well, we got so big and got so busy that there's just no time to get that done properly and stuff. So I knew I wanted to go ahead and get a hiller, go ahead and get a disc hiller. You guys have seen that the disc with the plows. I'm going to show you what I got. I got a toolbar, but let's go another step farther. And why can't I go ahead and take that hiller and let's extend it? So I met my guy and got contacted that does my welding, Kevin Safarik. And we're going to convert, and with the idea of being able to manually plant at the same time, we can turn right around and hill potatoes as well. And now all of this stuff can come off. I'm here with Kevin. I'm getting ready to pick this up. I'm going to let him tell you exactly what he did to the.
Hey, how's it going? First time with Ed. Anyway, we took the original hiller bar and extended it out. Built another frame basically off of that. Came back, so we put the hiller blades back here, and then we put a 2-inch inside diameter pipe. We got welded an old implement plow on the front end of it, so it opened the dirt up.
Yep.
And then we got about 4 inches underneath that, so the piece of spud ought to drop right out as it's going down. So Ed's gonna take her home and
so what about the seat?
So the seat's an old implement seat there, kind of beat up, but hey, we tried to patch her together just to test it and see how it goes. But anyway, we put a spring in it, make it a little softer going down the field there.
Now talk about also how this is all removable.
Yep. So we got some square U-bolts and 1/2-inch square U-bolts and made it to where the seat can actually be placed at any corner. You can just turn the unit at any corner and place it wherever you feel comfortable.
Now all of this comes apart, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah,
because later on I'm going to want a hill.
Right, you're just going to want a hill and not have the
planter
part in there possibly. So, but yeah, it all just comes apart.
And then you're supporting this pipe.
Yeah, with this is an old grinder.
This is an old grinder. That's what's
pan,
a grinder pan. Yep,
just
a meat pan.
2-piece collars. Kind of just for right now anyway, because we're in experimental stages.
Yeah.
And Ed's going to have to adjust the pipe up and down. Once he figures out the height, then we're going to cut her off where she's maybe an inch above, just so the potatoes don't just slip down the hole. But person has to put it down the hole.
Have to drop them right in.
You got a pile of potatoes in here.
Now this is just a 3-point rig. Yep. It turns out they used 3-inch steel here, didn't they? They used 3-inch.
Yeah, it's 3-inch box steel.
3-inch box steel on it. Basically, we had to buy some extra U-bolts to do this and everything. Other than that, a lot of this stuff, I mean, yeah, it's some new steel and all that, but like this is something that I had to figure out how am I going to hold all the potatoes. You know what I mean?
Smooth your corners out too.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Smooth the corners out, and just using what we can do. It's a combination. You know what? We'll probably end up eventually switching that out for a nice John Deere tractor seat type of a look,
at least
or whatever.
A lawnmower seat on her for a cushion, right?
Yeah, for a little cushion. But we use this one time a year. And with this, I'm hoping we can just plant in a couple of hours versus a couple of days. That's the big deal, is we can go right on down the field. This is a 3-point hitch that'll fit behind the tractor. I originally purchased just this bar with these hillers on it. Altogether, I got $800 invested in this for the whole process, is what we got. And granted, I do have a couple of a couple of things like my holder pan. You could have gone here with just a bucket if you wanted to and put a hook on it. Sure. You could have done a lot of different things, but that's going to make it nice though to have them potatoes already cut and you're ready just to set them in. So basically, folks, the idea being is I took it off of the old Ford Ferguson idea where there was a manual. It was called a potato bell planter, and the bell would go off and trip, and they would telling the planters to drop another potato in, Well, I'll have
you going dinger.
Yeah, dinger. Yeah, a dinger. That's right. And so I think, the other thing that the person who's planting can just look at the tire lugs, right? They can watch the tire lugs go. This is going to be a slow. I'm not going to be going very fast, but you look at the tire lugs and you drop it in about every foot, drop 8 inches to every foot. And we'll have to get a measurement on that. We didn't get any rain back where I'm at, and so hopefully today this is going to be put into use. And there's a lot of adjustment I'm going to have to do. So we left a lot of space for working. There's plenty of room here for me to shift these in and out. As I go to hill the potatoes, we have a lot of working space. These here can obviously go up a lot higher, of course, to clear the potatoes, when we go to do all this. But no, I'm just using some old stuff that we had here, but a person can ride back here as we're planting, drop the potatoes in, and yeah, look at that. Got a nice, and that's a good
spring in there.
Yeah, is that hard to take out?
No.
Show us what you got there, Kevin.
Nope.
And the spring's inside?
No, it's down in there.
Okay, you got the spring in there.
Just welded a washer on the end.
I love
for
it.
A stop.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, no, that's good. No, that's one of them little creative things here that you got.
Got to take care of her.
You got to take care of my wife, Odelia, there. So.
That's right, take care of that.
Yeah, so where we got, Kevin left me lots of room for adjustment in different things. So, like I said, we can go to different sides. And I'm going to cut the pipe once we figure out the proper height, all of the above. So, and it's not complicated. We kept it about as simple as we could. But I do love big iron and all of that, and what do you call it? Fabricating.
Right?
Fabricating all of this,
Yep.
And he even got this is nice. No, this is good. Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate it.
That's what we love to do.
Okay, folks, so a lot of thanks. I want to offer my thanks to Kevin Safarik and what he's done. He's a very talented welder. Now, you can actually see Kevin and his wife's business down in Overbrook, Kansas. I'll let Kevin go ahead and tell you a little bit about it, and I'm going to have their contact information in the description of this video. So, Kevin, what's the name of you guys' business?
We're down there in Overbrook. It's Overbrook Quilt Connections. Overbrook Quilts is .com.
Yep.
So
You can
we're
do
down there. We're into the quilting business, the farming business, but
yeah. And then you got and then like I said, you've been welding. You weld and weld. You're very accomplished welder, and just give you an idea that these guys have, just to give you an idea, they do a lot of different things to their vehicles. This is a custom job on
design and modify,
and here's a pickup, just to give you an idea that nothing stays stock in their vehicles. I think you guys will just enjoy this. Even has some speakers out the back end of the truck. So just a real cool place here. And a lot of thanks goes to Kevin. We're going to give this potato planter a try.
Give her a shot and see how she goes.
Give her a shot and see how it goes. So thanks a lot, folks, and let's go ahead and plant some taters.